Off the Beaten Path is brought to you by All Seasons Outfitters, gear for the great outdoors, and Mastrovito Hyundai. Visit Mastrovito Hyundai, Yorkville.
Hey guys, we're here on this corn plot. It's early December, and the does have been hitting it pretty hard trying to fatten up before winter. So we got a 7mm08 Browning with us, but we also have the 10mm clock. We're hoping to let that ride today and pass out some COVID pellets. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
I shot at her, and all I did was look over and see that rack start running, and I was like, yeah, I know. It's just an accident. To have a 4-year-old buck stand in front of you for what, 25 minutes?
It's crazy.
Just begging for it?
It's crazy. We've had that deer in front of us, or we've been trying to hunt that deer for 3 years.
I don't see what was so hard about it. Walked right out.
And tonight he walks
very much.
Right out in front of us.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
What a beauty.
That's crazy.
Boy, I hope one of the boys get that thing, honestly.
Oh, I know it.
He's
a tank.
Yeah. Yep. That's going to be a good one. If COVID doesn't get him. That was funny.
Well, we'll check things out and we'll see what the hit looks like. And
he ran right through the scope.
Oh my God.
The red dot went right. Like I was like, oh God. Well, to wrap up the hunt you guys just watched, a little craziness happened. Everything worked out good. Jason stopped that deer on a dime. She looked at us. You saw the footage. Unbelievable. And then Glock 40, Vortex Venom scope on it, red dot. Everything was good. Held it right on her shoulder. One anchor right there. Squeezed the trigger. Trigger controls everything with a pistol. Everything felt perfect. You saw her take off running. She jumped, mule kick. And then we went looking. No blood, no blood, no blood. Nothing really. Came back out to the cornfield and found the bullet that hit her and didn't penetrate. Bounced right off, 27 yards with 10mm. So a little dejected about that. I'm glad the animal's alive. So it's a long night's sleep when you hit one and wound it and bleeding all over. You can't find it. So I'm happy about that she's not messed up. But I've never heard of a bullet bouncing off something, no matter what, whether it's 22, 30, 30, whatever. So a little different. My mistake. I should probably shot a different bullet, little extreme penetrator or something like that. But what Jason didn't realize is today is the first day of Off the Beaten Path's new conservation effort. We're doing catch and release deer hunting. So basically, instead of bass fishing where you're putting them, in your live well and letting them go, what we're doing is just, I really wanted that doe to know that we had her. Maybe she'll be smarter, but I could have had her in the back of the truck if I wanted, but we let her go. So catch and release deer hunting, it's a real thing. once you get to a point where you can just film them and shoot them, but you're not hurting them, it's all good. It doesn't help my freezer though, so that's why I keep losing weight. Thanks, guys.
Off the Beaten Path is brought to you by All Seasons Outfitters. Gear for the great outdoors. Master Vito Hyundai for all your vehicle needs. HART Rifle Barrels. When accuracy counts, count on HART. OTIS Smart Gun Care Technology. Athens Archery. Live your passion.
The Big Buck Profile is brought to you by the New York State Big Buck Club.
Well, here we are again at the New York State Big Buck Club banquet with Ethan.
How are you?
Frank, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us a little bit about this deer. Tell us the county, weapon harvest, and gross inches.
Shot him in southern Dutchess County. Shot him with the bow October 1st. It was hot out that morning, about 70 degrees. Wasn't even going to go out in the morning, and figured might as well get out and try to get him. So I had him on camera, spotty 2 years before this, and he just kept ghosting me. He was here and there, here and there, here and there. And then summer before, I was getting him more consistent. And then halfway through September, he was gone. And then he just showed up 7:30 in the morning, October 1st.
Wow. This gene here, do you see that anywhere else on the property? Or that's just him?
Nope, that was just him.
That's awesome.
We found a deadhead turkey season this year about 3 miles north with almost the same gene.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah, that was the first time we've ever found anything.
That's different,
like
man. That's great.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's very unique.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congrats, man. Thanks
very
for
much.
coming through and sharing your story and your deer.
Yeah, no, it's
Awesome.
cool to honor the animal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I just checked the card on the camera in front of me. I had to stretch my legs a little bit. There was 3 bucks in here this morning, between 7 and 9. And one of them was a shooter. So if he's out marching around, maybe he'll come marching back this evening. But at least I have daytime pictures of the shooter. He's up on his feet, that means. So just cold weather all weekend. He's gonna cross paths with me here sooner or later. But I got down and looked in that scrape. I started that scrape 2 weeks ago with the buck fever stuff. And that's a big scrape. Viewing the pictures on my camera, I can't see them very well. But I got pictures of him on his hind legs in there on that scrape, which is pretty neat. So, stay tuned.
Off the Beaten Path is brought to you by the Gunworks of Central New York. Full service gun sales and service. Eastern Canadian Outfitters. The adventure begins where the pavement ends. Buck Fever. Synthetic Scents. Make the bucks hunt you. Conklin's Lodge. Great hunting and fishing in Patton, Maine. Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. Equipment to get the work done. And the New York State Big Buck Club. Off the Beaten Path is supported by these fine products and Outfitters.
It's about 7:45 in the morning. Had to run my daughter to school, but I just snuck up in here over at my buddy Philly's. If you tell behind me, we got about 3 to 5 last night of snow. And if one thing is proven, Philly's property is always good on the first snowfall. I got a whole mess of tracks on the way in here that were from late last night. They got a little snow over them, so hopefully they're in the area. That 10-pointer, I've been after him, man. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here till probably noon, 1 o'clock, get in the truck, drive down the road, jump over any other piece of property I hunt, because yesterday between 1 and let's say 3:30, the midday movement's insane right now. There was one of the shooters over there. I got him on cell cam. But there's a pile of big does over there. So if a big doe comes by, I don't like shooting a doe in the snow. So stay tuned. And we're hunting Herkimer County, New York. First snowfall of the year for me here. Last time it snowed, I was in Ohio. But we got good snow last night. I got at least 6 inches of snow at my house. And there's some snow here on the ground too, so I'll keep you posted what's going on. It's gonna be fun. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Saw nothing this morning. My camera over here, my cell camera, been going off like every hour. A lot of doe activity in here. Yesterday after 12 o'clock, tons of bugs in here. With the snow and it's cold, there's scrub apples all over in here. So there's bound to be some deer activity. The wind isn't exactly how I like it, but we'll see what comes through here. There's a couple of monster does in here, so and I know there's a couple of shooter bucks, so stay tuned and see what happens.
Off the Beaten Path is brought to you by AccuFire Optics, advancing accuracy. Zeus Broadheads, welcome to the evolution of smart head technology. Keystone Calls, project your sound. DRD Tactical, specializing in design and manufacturing of takedown rifles. And the Big East Camping and Outdoor Sports Show, April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Welcome to Conquin's Lodge in Patton, Maine. Let Conquin's be the base camp for all your Maine adventures. With several spacious accommodations to choose from, you'll feel right at home. Come for the bass, the bears, the bulls, the bucks, the birds, and the brookies. Adventure abounds year-round at Conquin's Lodge. Give your host Lester a call and book your ultimate Maine adventure. Conquin's Lodge, Patton, Maine.
Should be a pretty good morning. Stay tuned.
Just got it done here. Second day of regular gun season here in southern tier of New York, Oneida County. And we're actually right on the border of the Oneida-Herkimer County line. I was after this buck all bow season, and up till 2 days ago, he had a complete rack. He was a nice symmetrical 10, but looks like he got shot off yesterday. I can actually see where the bullet passed through the rack. So somebody's loss is my gain, I guess. But boy, I wish he had his other side. I got a lot of history with this buck. Actually, another buck. Actually, I did an interview last year in the exact same spot. This is over at my buddy's property. And I don't shoot anything small over here. I try to do a 2.5 year old management to some extent. This deer was here every day on the buck feeder scrape. He was here every day. It'll make for a great story on our show. He literally was here every single day. He lived in this block of woods. Regardless, the other side's gone. He's really cool because he's got like a devil horn right here. The main beam split and it came up. It was equal on both sides, which it's not now, but he would have been really cool to have full racked. But no, nonetheless, nice solid deer, good 2.5 year old. I'm trying to hang my hat on 2.5 year olds here at least at home in New York. Boy, he broke his brow tine off too. Boy, he had a rough go of it, this fella. But got my old trusty made in Ilion, New York, Remington 742 Woodmaster. A lot of deer have fallen to this gun, but yeah, it's kind of neat. Here is my gunsling. This is a gift me and Ian each got one of these from the team last year for a Christmas present for our staff on the TV show, and I got to put it to work today, which is great. It's only the second day I had it out, so I mean, this is just good luck charm. But buck feeder stuff, man. These deer are staying around. As much as I haven't seen a doe in this patch of woods yet this year, but every time I come in here, I drop a little bit into that scrape, and it keeps them here. They're visiting the scrape. 3 different bucks been in here. I was in here 2 days ago bow hunting. I saw 3 different bucks. Didn't see him. They were all 1.5 year olds, and we hunted our lease yesterday, and really I saw a couple little bucks, and I said, well, 27 degrees this morning, it's gonna be nice and frosty and the leaves are crunchy. I said, let me come in here and see what's going on over here with my buddies. And there you go. There you go. Boy, oh boy, it's got a hole in his rack down here and everything. Boy, this is a cool looking guy. But wicked happy. Wicked happy. Off to be in Pat season 6.